I'm also going to go over how I broke this the first time that I tried to do it, and how I fixed it. So when you get it, the trigger's going to come locked back like that. You don't, when you're trying to how they tell you to do it in the instructions, you're going to need to put this spring right in the trigger lock, and that goes in this recess right there. They tell you to hold it 90 degrees, compress it, pivot it over that detent, and then set it on a shelf. Well, anyway, and when I was trying to do that, I did what they told you not to, and I bumped one of these. Hammer flew forward, and all my springs went to hell. So I'm going to try and simulate that in a somewhat controlled manner here without losing everything. Oh, there it went. And then I've just lost all my pieces. Except they didn't go flying this time. So you can see that the Hyperfire springs, they have these forks in them. So I'll try and focus on that. This one side has a shelf on it. You want that side to go toward the outside when you put them back together. So just keep that in mind. Put the fork back in there. This little pin will go through the hammer. This thing will probably fall out about 4 times while I'm trying to put it back together. It just kind of sits in there really loosely. So again, put the Hyperfire spring over that pin that we just put in, and try and rotate the hammer back and set it in that other little piece that I said would probably fall out, just to keep some tension on it. Then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. It's actually really simple to put back together. It looks intimidating, and there that piece went that I said would fall out. It's really not hard to put back together, just kind of time consuming and frustrating, as you can see. If it takes me any longer, I will stop this so you don't have to suffer through it with me. Alright, so I just got those Hyperfire springs back in there in the notch, just keeping the hammer back to hold pressure. And then once you get everything settled back in, all you do is just pull the hammer back and it resets and holds itself. So it's not hard to do. It looks a lot scarier than it is. It's just kind of trivial.